City gonna set my soul on fire. Welcome to Las Vegas, the entertainment capital of the world and home to the running rebels of UNLV. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the UNLV Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Rebels will put total leather and we'll get started. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So UCLA's offense will start this game off. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Got his man on the right. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bruins.
Yeah, if I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Coming out with it, it's Moore. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Rebels offense has the ball for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw him. In so many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense.
There he goes. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. At the 40, there he goes. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got it behind the line. It's Thomas. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. Open space at the 25. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Rebels have pushed it inside the 20. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch Pat.
And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! Setting up for the extra point and the top. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They go to the ground. They could have used a little bit more there. Picked up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. And the Bruins headed quickly to the line. To the air, it's Iamaleava. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes the grab at the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Looking to throw. Under fire. That pass falls incomplete, and it wraps up an entertaining first. Both offenses doing damage. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Quarterback keeper. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA!
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Bringing it back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Great place to start for this offense. The give to the tailback. Creates a little space. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. The Bruins racing to the line in the hurry-up. Give to the running back. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Number 21.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Quarterback moving. He throws one to the left. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That's caught. It's Reynolds. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. And the Rebels look to keep this drive humming. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Reynolds. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Looking downfield, it's Calandria. Working that left side. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's got some space. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And the Rebels have pushed it inside the 20. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They make the tackle, but he's... Fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the... And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the 1st half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the 1st half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the 2nd half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete. They bring him down, but not before he gets a 1st down at the 35. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. Zings it complete to the right. Turns it on in midfield. Turning on the Jets. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Allegiant Stadium.
And the Bruins will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Rebels offense is back on the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Starting to feel a little pressure. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. They've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on third down. And the Rebels line up to punt it away. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, UNLV.
They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll call for the fair catch here. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Grabbed over the middle, it's Flores. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. More precision throws from this Bruin quarterback, much like a Rick Neuheisel used to play.
Just pinpoint accurate. Put the ball right where you want to. You think about Troy Aikman, you think about some of those other great names in UCLA history.
He'll pull it on the read.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense.
Touchdown, UCLA! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Number 1.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
UNLV 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Keeps looking downfield. He'll throw it. Makes the grab. It's Gums.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They'll give it to the back. Breaks into the open. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Rebels are rolling down the field. Looking for a man. It's Calandria. Throws for the tight end. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. They're dealing with a second and long.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
2024 was a transition year for UCLA. New coach, new schemes, but one surprise was Carson Schlesinger, third in the nation in tackles. He's now in the NFL, David, so what's the big adjustment for this defense?
Well, I tell you what, the team finished strong. And whenever you change coaching staffs, you need that believe, that buy-in moment. Finishing 4-2 down the stretch, I thought was a good thing. So can the defense swarm? Can they game tackle? Who's the next guy in this rotation that's going to step up and make plays?
And they can't make the connection, and 3 quarters are in the books as we head to the 4th. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Working that left side now. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. The sweet feet buy a little time. He'll get rid of it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Leaves it with the back. Nice move to keep running. Strong run on a pickup of 5 out to the 15. The Bruins in the hurry-up.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Finds his target down the middle. Turning it on. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. At the 45, on his way. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Bruins, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On the ground with the counter. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Thomas. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. And the Bruins had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The Bruins, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Tight end now in motion. Gives it on the option. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. And the Bruins started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Might as well give it to him again. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. What a disappointment. No good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game. It's still a 14-point lead, guys. Here's a throw downfield late. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
Looking to fire. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Hauls it in and wisely gets out of bounds as they try to put together a late drive. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit as he throws. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt, they sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape.